Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 1, the rise of British rule in India, lecture number 13. Friends, up to now in this chapter we learned a lot about the Britishers, how these British arrived in India, how the requirement of new sea route was arrived, lots of things that was related to establishing the colonies for the Britishers. We learned that the Britishers, coming with the intention of trading, they established their colonies over here. Portuguese also established their colonies. In this chapter we discussed how the British rule was raised in India. We learned that this British rule started with the Battle of Plassey, when the East India Company came here for trading with the permission of Queen Elizabeth of England in 1600. After that, after the Battle of Plassey, it is said in the year 1757, when Battle of Plassey was fought, after that they laid their foundation after having the control over 24 Parganas. Friends, after that we also discussed that it was the incident of Battle of Buxar, after which, when they had the victory on Battle of Buxar with the combined force of Mir Kazim, Nawab of Awadh and Mughal Emperor Shah Alam, they had the right to collect revenue. They started Dvimukhi Sasan in Bengal, Bihar and Orissa, and these implemented their efforts. These increased their efforts in laying the foundation of establishing colonies in India. These increased their power. These Dvimukhi Sasan increased their powers. Due to which reason they started annexing many states. Friends, we also discussed how during the Regulating Act the post of Governor General was increased. After the post of Governor General was implemented, many Governor General came into India and gave their contribution, and after that we learned about Wellesley. He implemented subsidiary system. Then we discussed about Dalhousie, annexation policy. Then we discussed about his reforms. Friends, we also discussed in the previous lecture about the economic reforms that were brought, economic changes that came in India after the company's rule. We discussed about the economic impacts on our Indian culture and Indian industries due to the company's rule. Friends, today we are going to cover the topic that is the social impact. Social effect, or we can say impact, of company's rule. Here friends, we are going to discuss the social effect or social impact, we can say. Social impact of company's rule in India. Friends, in the previous lecture, we discussed about the economic impact of company's rule in India. We looked that how this British East India Company made India a source of producing raw material for their industries. India became the source for producing raw material for them. They ruined almost most of the successful industries of India. After Dvimukhi Sasan, Bengal, which was considered as the largest exporter of Indian products, was also ruined due to the improper rights and improper collection of revenues from the Britishers. Friends, today we will discuss about the social impact. What effect of this company rule we experienced in our society, in our Indian society, in our Indian culture? What changes it came? What effect had we experienced due to this company's rule? What changes came in our culture and society? That we are going to look in this topic, that is social effect or impact of company's rule. Friends, first of all, here it is said that during the company's administration, many newspapers were started in India, which increased. Friends, here it is said that during the company's administration, many newspapers were started in India. This in India, which increased the spirit of freedom of speech and freedom of thought in our country. Friends, here it is said that it was at the time of this company's rule when many newspapers were started in India. What these newspapers do? You all are aware, the power of media, right? It is this media who can bring someone down or can also take someone to the powerful place. Media has a lot of power because it directly deals with the people, with the thoughts of people. That is why it was during this time, during this company's rule, when many newspapers were started in India. Due to this, what happened? This helped in increasing the freedom of thought. People started thinking. They started getting information about different region. They started getting information about the administration of the British. Friends, due to this newspaper, the peoples of India, they started having the freedom of speech. Now, they were able to express their thoughts, to express their speech. They were able to give their views through the medium of this newspaper. Friends, so this was a very important change after the company's rule. Here it is said, after the company's rule, many newspapers started in India, which increased the spirit of freedom of speech and freedom of thought in our country, and that played a very important role in India. Here it is said, friends, that before the company's rule in India, many social customs, rites and rituals, blind faith. Here, friends, here it is said that before the British rule, there were many social customs, rites and rituals, blind faith that existed, blind faith that existed in our society. Friends, here it is said that before the company's rule, as we all know, that we learned in the previous lecture as well, that before the company's rule, there were many social customs, rituals, जिसको हम रीति रिवाज बोलते हैं, social customs, rituals, many blind faith. Our lots of people were passing through lots of blind faiths, and due to which there were many evils existed in our society. Many people were suffering from this blind faith, and due to which lots of people were having problems with it. For here it is said many social evils like sati system, then sati system, female infanticide, child marriage, etc. existed in our society. Friends, here it is said many social evils like sati system, female infanticide, child marriage, etc. These all existed in our society. Friends, we all are aware about the word sati system, as I explained you in the previous lecture. Sati system, right? In which this was a custom in our Indian society, in which the woman whose husband died had to sit on the funeral pyre with his husband. So again, this was the injustice done with the woman. So then, female infanticide. Here we are very much aware about the injustice done to the females in the past. In our culture, there were lots of such social evils. These evils were against the females. In the past, females were living the lives like the slaves. They did not have any power. They did not have any independence. They did not even have the right to study or get education. They were not even allowed to walk out of the home. Female infanticide. Lots of people in our country, in our society, they used to kill the girl child, right, in the foetus of the mother. So lots of such kind of social evils existed in our society, in our culture. Child marriage, another social evil, in which at a very small age of getting education, when a child does not even have any knowledge about the society, about the world, at a very small age when he is unable to take any proper decision, at that time the child was married with someone, and due to that reason in the future they had to pass through several problems. So such kind of social evils existed in our society. Here it is said by, with the help of British administration, several reformers were there. Several reformers. Friends, you are very much aware about the word reformers. Reformers who brought reforms, who brought changes in our society. There were lots of such reformers. Reformers means who brings reforms in our society, right? These are the person, as we see that Dalhousie also brought. We learned in the previous lecture that Dalhousie also brought lots of reforms in our society, right? In Indian culture, he led the first. He started the first railway line in India between Mumbai to Thane. Then he also established PWD. So lots of reforms were brought by him. Same way, there were lots of reformers in our society. Reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Friends, you might have heard the name of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Then Durgaram Mehta. Durgaram Mehta was another well-known reformer. Behram Malbari, etc. These are some of the Behram, Malbari, etc. These are some of the well-known social reformers that worked and brought reforms in our Indian society. Friends, there is a lot of contribution of these reformers to bring the laws with the help of British administration. With the help of British administration, with the help of the Governor Generals, they worked a lot to bring changes, to bring reforms in the social customs that were existed in our society, to bring the laws against such kind of social evils presented in our society. Friends, it was due to these kind of reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, right? Then they brought a lot of changes in the Indian society for the social customs and evil presented over here. Friends, here it is said, during the company's rule, the administration work was done in English. Due to which they wanted Indians to learn English. Friends, here it is said, during the company's rule, the administration work was done in English, due to which they wanted Indians to learn English language. They wanted Indians to learn English language so that they can help, so that Indians can become helpful in administration. Friends, here it is said, during the company's rule, as you all know, their working was in English language, due to which the necessity of learning English language increased for the Indians, as they also wanted Indians to learn English language so that Indians can be helpful for working for administration purpose in the company's service. So friends, again English education became necessity at that time. So the British made efforts for increasing English education in India. Lord Macaulay made maximum efforts for English education in India. Friends, here it is said, so the British made efforts to increase English education in India. Lord Macaulay, he made maximum efforts in increasing English education in India. Charles Wood made efforts in establishing, friends, Charles Wood made efforts in establishing English universities in India. Friends, Charles Wood, he made efforts, or we can also say he recommended English universities in India. Here it is said that Charles Wood recommended to establish English education in India. Friends, this was a very important step due to which the universities were established in Madras, Mumbai. Friends, universities were established in Madras, Mumbai and Kolkata with the recommendation of Charles Wood. Friends, here it is said, universities were established in India. So, here it is said, as they required universities for English education, Charles Wood recommended these English universities, and due to the efforts of Lord Macaulay and Charles Wood, many English universities were established in India. In Madras, Mumbai, Kolkata, English education was started. Here it is said, due to this, many Indians started learning English. Due to this, many Indians started learning English, due to which as a result, they became aware about their rights. Friends, here it is said that it was due to this education in English that now these people who got education now, they were literate people now. They started comparing their life with the Western country, with England, with the British people. They started understanding their rights now. So a separate class of Indian people started existing in our society. Many educated person started emerging in our society that made aware to the illiterate people of our country. Now they started understanding their rights. They knew that we have to fight for our rights. They started understanding the illegal unfair tradings of these Britishers. Friends, so today we discuss a lot about the social impact of companies' rule in our country. We learned how this newspaper started bringing awareness in the people of India. This English education, this started English education in India, due to which we can say, first of all, at the very first point, we discussed about the newspaper that started in India that brought the freedom of thought, freedom of speech in India. We also discussed that during this company's rule, many social customs, evils, blind faith existed in our country. But with the efforts of these many British officers, reformers of our country like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Mulberry, lots of such reformers, they worked a lot on this field to remove these social evils from our society. They brought laws to ban sati system, child marriage, female infanticides, in which they got success with the help of the Britishers. Friends, we discussed that it was during this time that people started understanding about the social evils that existed in our society. We also discussed that at the time of British rule, the administration was done in English, due to which the importance of English language existed in our society. The requirement of the people understanding English language that increased in our society. And here it is said that it is that due to the efforts of Lord Macaulay, English education, Lord Macaulay made efforts for increasing English education in India. And with the help, with the recommendation of Charles Wood, many English universities were established in Madras, Mumbai, Kolkata, due to which a special class of Indian people emerged in our society, which were the literate people, which were the learned people of English language, who started understanding their rights, and they now became aware. They started making the other people aware about their rights. So from this period, these changes, these reforms in our society made a very important contribution in bringing the further independence for our country, because these changes were very much necessary in our country, in our society. Friends, with this topic we complete this chapter, the rise of British rule in India. In this chapter we already discussed a lot about how the British's new sea route was discovered, how the arrival of Europeans increased in India, then the Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar, then we discuss about subsidiary alliance system, we discuss about annexation policy, then we discuss about the economic impact of companies rule in India. Today we discussed about the social impact of companies rule in India. So friends, hope so you might have understood. This chapter number 1, the rise of British rule in India. Thank you.